Hi YouTubers, it's Mark from Hog Dog Brewery and well, hello! Right, it's been a while, hasn't it? I always say that every video, it's been a while. Right, but it has been, because I last brewed in April 2024 and today is the 12th of December 2024 and hopefully it's brew day. It's a very cold December, it's 6.1 degrees centigrade in here. It'll soon warm up, I'm sure. And what are we brewing today? Right, well, I've been a bit lazy. Mrs. Overdog, yeah, can you brew a beer for Christmas? Can you? Yeah, I've just ordered loads of Brewdog and other beers, but can you brew some beer? Yeah, okay. So, I think it's nice to come in, just put it on keg and just have your own beer. So I've been lazy. All my ingredients are either way out of date. I think April 2020 was my last malt order, and it's really hard trying to get malts these days. You've got to go online, and they charge you quite a lot of money for delivery, unless you pay, unless you're buying £60 worth of stuff. So I've not brewed. I'm making excuses, I know, but I've gone online, I've cheated, it's not my own recipe, I've got something from the Malt Miller. Malt Miller box. I have undone it. I was trying to get my name and address so you couldn't see it, and you might have it on here already, so I'll just cover things up. Yeah, I've got a I got some liquid malt extract, some caterpillars, and a brew day in a box called Summer Hazy Pale. Strata and Nelson Sarvin. Now, of course, let's get rid of that piece of paper. Of course, I've not taken anything out of the box, have I? Yes, that's me. Malts, and there's a liquid malt extract, because I'm just going to make one of my gingery, fiery things, because me and the missus like that. So, Summer Hazy Pale. So it's going to be a 4.7, it should be. 28 IBUs, which is quite nice. So, yeah, this is what you get. So, I'll get it out of the box, because it's in a bigger box. Yeah, the Malt Miller, look, it was, by the time I've ordered everything else and thought of a recipe, it'd just be as easy to get someone else's recipe. And so I've gone for this. What we're looking for is a sort of neepery, hazy IPA sort of thing. I know it's a pale, it's not an IPA, but it's a pale, it'll be fine. Time to experiment with great ingredients. Glass goes here, eh? Oh, look, that's quite nice actually. Hook me on the tap. And yeah, actually it's quite nice that. Log your brew day. Okay. Nice bit of a box. So what's in here? We've got some dextrose, brown sugar. These will be hops. Some nice Nelson Sarvin T90 pellets. They are Strata T90s and some Magnum. Actually, it says Hallertauer. Yeah, some more hops anyway for bittering, and the malts. Finally, I've just thrown some on the floor. Oh, hold on, I've thrown two things on the floor. Some saturated ale yeast, and there's actually something else on the floor which I've just thrown out, which is with this. Some recipe details, how to do it, so it actually tells you all everything it's got here, so if you want to recreate it yourself, you can after. Pro Mix, that's what's on the floor. Pro Mix 1 sachet, I have no idea what that is. So method, yeah, batch size 23, blah 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 blah. Right, we'll sort this out. So what I need to do is get some water on. And the old Brew Monk, let's do that. Oh, I need to make a video about the Brew Monk, if it focuses. Yeah, gonna make a video about that. Interesting stuff. Right, brew day, it's now getting late. It's 10:30, I need to go. Right, bye. Right, I'm really struggling today, guys, right? So, I'm trying to get you footage, and I don't know how I used to do this, because, well, I know what's changed. My old Samsung camera, which is superb, it's died. So, and it's really old, so this is now currently a Panasonic Lumix, and what I find is when you put it on, like, camera mode, still camera, it's great, and then you put it on video and it sort of zooms in. So I've got to put the camera further back, but I can't put it back because there's no room. So I've got an old mobile phone out. Right, that does the same thing. So I'm going to whiz you around, show you how things are working here, right? Look, so this is what I've got, and we've got obviously the Brew Monk. I have to put it on that little stand there because otherwise it's like, it's too high. So that fits really well, little stand I made. So there's your Brew Monk. And then I've had to put the tripod up there. Normally the tripod sits in the corner near the fermentation fridge. But I'm really struggling. I've made a new a new stool when I was stuck sitting here after Mrs. Hoverdog. Borrowed keeping, I'm doing this. So I've got some stuff on there. Sparge water's heating up over there. I know it's on my laptop, it'll be fine. So I'm really struggling for video. So if you think the footage on this one is awful, then I do apologise. I have got my other mobile phone, my current one here. This has got like a wide angle lens on, and I think I'm going to try and use that. Or if you can recommend a camera. Oh, I have got a full SLR, a Sony, an old one, Alpha 65. That'd be really good actually to put on, but hey, you know, if you can recommend a good vlogging camera that's not really stupid price, like 400 quid or something, put it in the comments please, because that'd be great. Anyway, we've got 6 minutes to go. If it adjusts, 6 minutes of the mash to go. The pump's on, pumping it round slowly. After this, sparge water's on. There's a little bit, I can't fit it all in that pot, so I've got like an extra litre and a half in there, but this does have a 7 litre dead space, so really I shouldn't need all the sparge water. What's going to happen really today is I'm just going to have to do this. I've got to go out for about half an hour, so I'll come back after the sparge and get the boil on. And speaking of which, the instructions are, so 10 minutes into the boil, bung in the Magnum. 15 minutes into the boil, we've got a sachet of the Pro Mix, which I did work out what it was. Look at the camera action here, it's fantastic, eh? Yeah. Oh, 10 minutes before the end of the boil, alright, so. And it's kettle finings. Alright, okay, so basically like one of the old pill things in it. Yeah, 10 minutes before the end, and the instructions say add it 15 minutes before the end. But no, never mind. Magnum goes in at 10 grams. I said 10 minutes. It's 10 grams at the start of the boil. I might add that a little bit later so it's not as hoppy, bitter. Yeah, at 15 minutes. So that's 15 minutes from the end. I'm correcting myself. I've not brewed since April. Don't bloody ever go at me. I don't know what I'm doing. It's my first day here, alright. I was looking at the hops, by the way, thinking, alright, yeah, you add a packet, but you don't. No, the packets, that's like 100 grams, so I need to weigh out what I need. Oh yeah, me valve was leaking, but it seems to have stopped now. A bit weird. Yeah, so they're going to go in sometime near the start of the boil. 10 grams, alpha 11.9%. It's quite high, isn't it? Right, anyway, look, I'm waffling on. This will be a really long video. We've got 4 minutes to go, and I shall return when I've done the sparge. So I'm sparging. I've got to get 32.5. Where are we down here? Do you know I didn't do the bloody mash? Oh bloody hell! I didn't actually do the mash out. Oh well, never mind. Damn, I didn't. Forgot. I've took the dog to the groomers, so I've bloody forgot. Oh well, never mind. Right, total 32.5. So we're up to that's 29 and a bit. I wish these were light white lines. It'd make it so much easier. I know they've updated the Brew Monk. That's going to be another video I need to make. But right, so we need another. It's going to be right at the max of the for the boil, this, isn't it? Eh? So I need about another 2 litres ish. 31.5. So it's going to be a 30. Yeah, 1.5. 2 litres to go then. 2. Wow. Okay, 2. Right, I was just in the house, just cleaning up the malt pipe thing, and I've come back in and it's just started to boil. I stepped in and I saw the timer go to 59 minutes. So we're boiling. This is full, very full. Now I don't know if to use a hop sock or whether just to bung them in. So the next one is some Magnum. It's actually a Hallertau, can't pronounce it. Yeah, look, it's that stuff. So yeah, it's that. This is a very vigorous boil. I might turn the power down. It's only on 1800. Well, I'm going to bung it all in. Sod it. So the instructions say to add, steaming up, instructions say to add at 60 minutes 10 grams, and this is 10 grams. And whoa, Magnum, it smells very much like another hop, bit like oh gosh, it's really nice. Can you smell it? No? Oh, it's not smelly tube, is it? Right, it's going to go in. It's in. 60-minute edition. Got to come back in 45 minutes for the next edition, which will be the Pro Mix. That. Oh, where's the camera? That. So 45-minute wait. Bye. It's calmed down a bit now, but it was like my brew shed was on fire, or my shed's vaping. Doesn't actually come through on the camera too well, but yeah, because I'm on my little stand, it doesn't quite get to the extractor. I've had my little fan trying to blow it out the shed, but yeah, so it's going up. Need an extractor fan extension. I could make one. Just a bit of wood will do. But look, we've got 26 minutes left. Come on. 26 minutes to go, but at 15 minutes I've got to put in, as I said a few minutes ago, I'll do in these videos because you end up repeating yourself, so I've got that to go in, right, in at 15-minute point. I've measured out the Whirlpool hops, and for the first time ever I'm going to use my cooler, because this needs to go in the fermenter today. And if you looked at my last 2 videos where I brewed the Ginger Nipah and the Hazy IPA, I'd left the hops in an overnight chill cube, which basically knackered it up. Some of the hops are bouncing around the top now. Yeah, messed it up, so what I'm going to do is definitely get it in the fermenter today. 25 minutes now. I've got it on 1800 watts boiling, and when I put the lid on, I don't put the lid fully on, I put the lid half on to deflect some of the steam towards the extractor. It gets really vigorous, it really does. You know, it doesn't need to be that mad, so maybe next time I whack it down a bit to 17. If I take it off, you'll see. Look at that. Yes, I know it doesn't have to be that, but that is a rolling, well, quite a vigorous boil really. There you go. The lid helps keep some of the temperature in. It should have, when it had the hot break, it was good. It didn't overflow. It's like, look at that. Spin to the top. Well, that's because the lid was on. So, right, anyway, let's put it, how was it? See, I always think it should be that way, but steam comes out this side. I might just leave it off. We're near the end, aren't we? So, yeah, put that down there. Oh, on the stuff that's been cleaned already. So, not long off now, 24 minutes, and then I can bung on the, I'll bung in my thing within 15 minutes towards the end to basically sterilise that, and I'll be putting that mix in, Pro Mix. And, right, now, can you see the steam tonight? It's like it's on fire, isn't it? My shed's vaping. Wow. Out here, it's absolutely amazing. The smell is brilliant. I've just kicked my fermenter. Hello. So, anyway, I've got the old chubby. It's got some star sign. I've shaken it around a few times, just letting that sit there on a piece of foam. And then I shall, this has got 23 minutes, add the additions, and then I will probably do the video when I cool it down to 80, do a whirlpool, and then I've got to add those hops that I just showed you for 15 minutes, I think it is, then leave them in there for another, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. It's 45 to 55 minutes contact time, and then I'll chill it down again to 18, get it in that fermenter, get the yeast in, and then there's a dry hop, but I'll repeat myself in a few more minutes. Okay, bye. Okay, the boil is complete. It's just finished. I'll give it a quick stir up. I'm using my water chiller, and this is dropping down rapidly, look. Wow, I've never used it before. That is brilliant. Right, I've got to stop it around about 80, so I better go and turn the hose pipe off now. Wow, really impressed by that. So that's the cold in, that's the hot out. It's not on that fast. Wow, that is really impressive. Right, yeah, I better go and turn it off. Oh, hello, cat. So it's down to just under 80. The work chiller was fantastic. So here we go. This is my whirlpool arm. Let's get that fitted. Okay, turn the pump on. So now we should be whirlpooling. You've got to angle this slightly right to get the whirlpool going. And what I've found, sometimes it does help if I just assist it. So, let's do a hop sock. Last time I did this, it blocked up the filter. So this time I'm going to use a hop sock. Now I've just put it in star sand. It's a bit dirt. Oh, it's a bit wet. So we've got 50 grams of strata. That smells amazing. It smells like one of the beers I drink when I'm out. Might not even be there, might be a different one. To me it smells like Steady Rolling Man by Daya Brewery. And this one is 25 grams of Nelson Sauvin, which I love. Okay, so I've just put that in a sock, tie it up a little bit, and drop that in. We're off. That's now got, it says due to 80 and whirlpool with those in for 15 minutes if it actually sinks. I know whirlpool, you should put it in and it'll get in the middle as a cone, but this doesn't. Alright. Right, so that's 15 minutes. Then I'll have to sit here for another 15 minutes and then begin the transfer after the full 30. Your total contact time with the hops should be 45 to 50. Well, a whirlpool of 15 and a further 15 minutes to settle isn't 30 minutes, isn't 45 minutes.
total contact with the hops should be 45 to 50 minutes. Well, I guess I'll just whirlpool it as it says, leave 15, then chill it down, then put it in the fermenter.
Okay, brew day's over. I'm on my third different camera today. Sorry it moves around a bit, I've nowhere that can actually hold it, so I'm using my hand. Okay, brew day's over. Oh, what a long day. What are we on now? We're on, if my watch works, it's now 18:38, 20 to 7 at night. A long brew day. Right, what happened? Okay, so brewing went well. Got it in the all-in-one Brew Monk. Fantastic. Going away brilliantly. Did all the stuff. Forgot to increase the temperature on the mash out, but it's no big deal that. Carried on. Did the boil. Perfect. Added all the hops. First lot of hops I just threw in. No sock and nothing else. The flame out was a whirlpool, what do you want to call it, hop stand. That I did put in a hop sock, and that was okay. Came to or chilled it with me wort chiller, and that got down to 80 brilliantly. It was struggling to get it below 35, really struggling. Today it's a cold day and the water is blooming cold, so I don't know what's going on there. And then trying to empty it into the fermenter and the filter was bunged up. So usually just rub it with a spoon, a brewing spoon, and it sort of helped. Long story short, I ended up taking the filter off, so lots of hop debris now gone into the fermenter. There's no way around that. The only thing I could think of, it's not all hops. So the first lot of hops I put in, the bittering hops, should have got into a sock. Or, as I thought when I was having my food tonight, my hop spider. Why am I not using my hop spiders? I've got 2. I've got 3. So yeah, that was a bad thing. It's way below the ABV. It's 1039, which is really low. It's not going to be a 4.7 that, and that's just must be water volumes. It did say in instructions make it up to 31.5. It was about 32, so it's way off for some reason. Don't know why. Never done this kit before, so hey, let's see what it comes out with. I'm not bothered if it's like a 4% one. I'd be happy, really happy. Lovely hoppy session Napa. Put it in the fermentation fridge. Turned it on, get it to the right temperature brilliantly. Oh, brilliant. I looked at it, I thought, it's never 9.5. What's going on? That's centigrade. The temperature probe was outside the fridge. 9.5 was my shed. Undid the door, put the sensor in. The fridge was 40.2 centigrade. It's like, whoop. So I took under the door, I had a fan blowing in, trying to get some of the, cool it down. It took a while. It's now 24 at the moment. I actually have pitched the yeast because it said it was 22, and it's gone up a little bit to 24. I don't know, maybe there's layers. Maybe it's hotter at the top, cooler at the bottom, and I've disturbed it. The yeast only goes up to 22, so I'm a bit worried now. So really, that was a brew day. Let's see what it comes out like. I've learnt my lesson. I need to use my hop sock or my hop spider. Other than that, it went okay. So good, bad, and the ugly. The good, it was a pretty good brew day actually. The Brew Monk really did work pretty well. Although I did block the pump up once. It freed itself. I need to check that out tomorrow. It seems okay, but I also think the crush of the malt was a bit fine, so some of that went into the pump because the filters aren't that fine to stop that sort of material. So that was the good. The bad, yeah, the filter got blocked trying to go into the fermenter. And the bad, of course, was the fermentation fridge. Nothing really ugly, I can't say Does anything that happened today where I almost got it and threw the beer outside the shed? It wasn't that bad. So that's it. That's all there is for today. Now, I know it's not a grain to glass. It might be. You've had some more after this. Who knows? It's got about 12 days to ferment, allegedly, but it's pressurised fermentation vessel, so that should be quicker. Hopefully get it out for Christmas. Right, so that is the Summer Hazy Pale from Malt Miller. Not sponsored, I bought it myself. And let's see how it comes out with. No, what it comes out like. Sorry. Right, well that's it. So this is Mark from Hoverdog, signing off. And as always, stay thirsty.
And I'm back. It's been a few days. For you, it's been milliseconds, I know. So the fermentation has finished. I'll just stick on screen what it's actually at now. So it says 10 days, but it wasn't 10 days. It was fermented out, so raised the temperature to 21. It's currently at 20.02. It did kick up the yeast, I noticed, which I've got a video from. I might put that at the end. But then I've now got to dry hop it with 25 grams of Nelson and 50 grams of Strata, and then bung it in after 2 days. So these are the remains of the hops that came in the big pack in the obviously Summer Haze. So yeah, there's 25 in there for the Nelson, and clearly 75 in there. So I'm going to add them. I've got to degas it. Let me just show you the keg actually. When I said keg, I meant fermenter. Oh, here we go. So the light's not great in here. It'll look a bit darker than it really is. It looks more orange to me. And I messed up. My pressure was up to blooming 25. So I've changed it. So what we're on now, I can't read it, 10. Right, so I've got to degas it. And I'm going to put the hops in a bag, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to put them in a bag. I might try and get that little metal hoppy thing I've got. I can't remember, my brain's dead, because it might fit through the opening. So first of all, let's degas it and then sort the hops out. Well, I've just released the gas and look at that yeast. Yeah, whizzing round. Look at that. So it's 0.998. So that, I think, is dropping from here, isn't it? Reminds me of look, it's going up. Reminds me of a pint of Guinness. Right, anyway, them hops. So this is what I meant, my hop. It's not a hop spider, is it? I don't know what it's called. Everyone calls them a hot spider, but it's not a hop spider at all. It's just a container. So I've got the two. I'll just try and bung these in, one of them, and if it fits, I will sanitize it. I'll take them out first, obviously, then sanitize it and then put them back in. So, well, I'll try it now and then sort the hops out. It's a failure after all that. I can't do this one-handed. Look. Oh no, you're getting wild yeast in it. Oh, bugger off. Look, it won't actually fit in. Ignore the pipe, but it won't fit in. So I'll have to use a hop sack. Oh well, never mind. It was a try. I know now for next time. So, hop sock, plenty of room for to expand. You know, I just remembered this happened last time. And I put the hops in. Of course, they expand, don't they? Which then meant I struggled to get them out the fermenter because they were that expanded. They didn't fit in there. I should really sod it. They will sink. I'm not going to put any marbles in row. They will sink. Let's use this extremely hygienic screwdriver. Oh, well, there it is. Go on, get in. Didn't get wet, don't worry. Right, let's bung the top back on. If you want to know, this is a chubby fermenter, pressurised fermenter from Kingdom, I think it is. I didn't buy it from there. I think I got this actually from the Naked Keg on eBay. So big shout out to them if they're ever watching me. Right, so I'm tempted to not pressurise it. Do you know what? I'm not going to pressurise it. I've timed it up. The PRV is... Oh, it had a bit of gas then. The PRV is closed, so I'll just manhandle this back into the fridge. And, ta-da! As if by magic, it's in there. So, the heating's just come on. I can smell the element. But the door's open and it's cold in here, so it now thinks it's cool. The temperature probe had dropped off. I need to 3D print a little probe thing and stick it on the side so it's there all the time. Okay, let's shut the fridge door, grab the instructions once more. So dry hop, and after 2 days check gravity. So it's now Thursday the 19th of December, nearly 5:30. Yeah, so 19th. So let's call it, so it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I might check it Saturday night or Sunday morning, and if it's all good, I can keg it. And that means I've got Monday and Tuesday for it to carb up before Crimbo, before Christmas. Right, well, let's see how that goes.
Hi, right, it's been weeks and weeks and weeks, right? So I wasn't going to do a grain to glass, but I think it needs it. So today is the 30th of, no it's not. Today's the 31st of January. Where's this year gone already? So this beer was brewed and made available for Christmas Day. And I tried it, I wasn't impressed by it, but one of the people at Christmas liked it. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is quick grain to glass and give you my opinion of the beer. So it's had time to condition. Now what I've just realised when I came in, I put a little bit off just to get through some of the pipes. I didn't turn the gas down. It's been on like 25 psi for like nearly a month. Well, over a month. And it's a little bit lively.
Yeah, a bit lively. It's a little bit lively. Ignore the piece of wood, it's a new shed door that I've made and just not fitted because it's too cold. Right, so that's what I've got so far. It's hazy. Let's pour a bit more off. The other half can have some. Gosh, this... Yeah, it might take a while to settle. Oh, this is... Yeah, I made a mistake. Yeah, so a rather big mistake where it's a bit on the lively side. Okay, let's go back to the other one.
Yes. My own fault because I've left the gas on 25 psi. Right, this phone is weird. Like many people, they look over there because that's where they say they can see themselves, but the camera is down here, so, well, up here somewhere. I'll try and look at the camera. Right, let's have a go. First of all, it smells hoppy. It smells more than a session beer, but not over the top. And it does smell like a bit like one of the day beers. So I said that last or early on in the video. It is cloudy, but that could also be a cold haze. That was mainly foam or head. Yeah, right. The other poured for other half is settling nicely. You can see, so it's a bit over the top. Right, I'll hopefully get some beer now. Oh, okay. Right, it's slightly bitter, ever so slightly. It's got, you know, what this reminds me of, one of the very early kits that I did. One of the very early all grain kits. It's not bad. It's got better by conditioning. When I first had it, it was very watery. This is better, not as watery. It is a lower ABV. What is it? 3.6. It should have been 4.7. The reason for that is I boiled it for an hour. Excuse me. God, can't. And it didn't have a target volume on the instructions. Clearly my boil off is less than what the one they use at the Malt Miller is. So that should have been lower. I should have, if I knew the boil off, I would have said, right, it needs to be, I don't know, 26 litres or 28 litres or whatever it was. And I didn't look at the sight glass at the end. So that's why it's lower ABV. That's the only reason. So that's like my bad for not brewing for a while. But that, it's okay. You know, I'd like to brew it again and do it proper this time. But really, it's a Summer Hazy Pale. If it's slightly stronger, then yeah, you know, the wateriness, I'd say, when you've had a sip, has gone. So that's actually not too bad. I'm going to give it, out of 10, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. But I would like to brew it again. Alright, well, I've already done the outro. So I'm just going to say cheers everyone, and happy days. Bye.